Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Greystone Presbyterian Church. It is a joy to gather with you this evening for the inaugural John Ribble Music Fund recitals. John was not only an active member here at Greystone and an elder in this congregation, but he also served as Greystone's Minister of Music for 45 years. His talent, leadership, and deep love for music shaped the life of this church in very lasting ways. We were equally blessed by those who shared in music ministry with John, including Greystone's handbell director, Gil Oxendine. As we began exploring ways to renew and revitalize Greystone, especially our music ministry, one thing became very clear. The legacies of John and Gil are still very much alive here. And the most meaningful way that we thought we could honor their memories was to create a way for others to follow in their footsteps, to learn and grow and share their gifts of music. And that vision brings us to today's recitals. Alongside the talented members of our congregation, tonight you will hear piano and voice students that take their lessons from either a member of the Ribble family or right here in this building. You will hear from friends and family of the Ribbles and Oxendines, including grandchildren of both. All of the talent will trace back to these two remarkable men. And while this annual recital itself will continue to be a meaningful way that we honor their legacy, the session at Greystone thought that isn't quite enough. So later this year, at an event we hope that you will all join us for, we will dedicate the John Ribble Memorial Choir Room and the Gil Oxendine Memorial Handbell Room to celebrate the lasting legacies of both of these incredible men. Now, if you would like to support the John Ribble Music Fund on your program for tonight, there's a QR code if you want to pay by card, making a donation however you feel led. Or Miss Karen is back there in the narthex, which if you are unfamiliar, that's just a very fancy churchy word for lobby. And she will be happy to help you donate as well. Now, before we get started, please make sure that you have silenced your phones because you're not going to want to miss a moment of tonight's show. Thank you for being here. Now please sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. Our show first will take us to the wonderful land of Oz.
If I were king of the forest, not queen, not duke, not prince, my regal robes of the forest would be satin, not cotton, not chintz. I'd command each thing, be it fish or fowl, with a woof and a woof and a royal growl. Woof! As as I'd click my heel, all the trees would kneel, and the mountains bow, and the bulls kowtow, and the sparrows would take wing. If I were king.
Our next trip on this musical journey takes us into the South Pacific. You might notice we even grew a palm tree here in the sanctuary just for this occasion. And our singer is going to tell us about needing to get rid of a guy and wash him right on out of her hair.
Been waiting all week to be able to read it, so I'm so excited. It's always nice having letters from folks at home. And, let's see what's happening here. You know, getting mail all the way to the South Pacific is difficult. Well, there's some pictures. Cool. So he says, hello, Nellie. Hello? Where's the dear Nellie? Darling Nellie? You'd think there'd be a little, Okay. I'm sending you some pictures of the state fair. Your family's there. They were nice. I had fun talking to them. Good. Well, he says here, I've met this girl. What girl? I'm his girl. Right? I think I'm going to marry her. What? What on earth? What kind of a jerk is this? Well, gee. I'm about over it with this guy. Just see what that happens. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms and send him on his way. Don't try to patch it up, tear it up, wash him out, dry him out, toss him out, push him out, cancel him, and let him go. Yay, sister. Man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. Man don't understand you if you fly on separate dreams. Make no run, float up time, ride that man right off your range. Drum him out of the roll call and drum him out of your dreams. When a man is left and found, if you fly on separate dreams, waste no time, float the floor. Show him what the door is for. Drum him out of the roll call and drum him out of your dreams. Whoa-ho, whoa-ho. Wash that man right out of my arms. Gonna wash that man right out of my hair. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my hair and send him on his way. I'm gonna rub that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wave that man right out of my arms and send him on his way. Don't try to patch it up, tear it up, tear it up. Wash him out, dry him out, push him out, fly him out, cancel him and let him go. Yay, sister. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my arms. I'm gonna wash that man right out of my arms. Send him on his way. Guess I better take my soap suds. Guess I better take my soap suds back. Oh, Lord. Okay. Yes.
Let us now leave the South Pacific and enter into a very special place. You see, Fiddler on the Roof was the first show on Broadway to reach 3,000 performances. And what you're about to hear from Nancy is that John also had quite a run with Fiddler. In fact, there are pictures down here on the table I invite you to come see after the show of John as Tevye, but also of John and Nancy singing a song right next door in Dawson Hall. So, Nancy?
I have had a very beautiful life, filled with the enrichment of music. What a joy it has been. John played Tevye in Fiddler on the Roof more than 200 performances in Arkansas and Tennessee. As we age, we look back over our lives. Time with loved ones has always been too short. I carried? Is this the little boy at play? I don't remember growing she grew to be a beauty. When did he grow to be so tall? Wasn't it yesterday when they were small? Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly flow the days. Seedlings turning overnight to sunflowers, blossoming even as we gaze. Sunrise, sunset, sunrise, sunset, swiftly fly the years, one season following another, laden with happiness and tears. A quartet coming up to sing for you. My husband sang with Gil Oxendine in the Dignitaries for almost 50 years. And so this is a part very dear to our lives together. And so I'm so glad that they can come and be with us this evening. Thank you.
Some of you know me. I'm Chris Oxendine, and I was totally unaware that this was going to be honoring my dad at all. I thought this was for John. As John said, Dad and John sang together for better than 50 years and were the best of friends. And, you know, if you know things about barbershop harmony, you get to, when you spend that much time together in this art form, you get close. And they were like brothers. They were more than just friends, they were brothers. And I can't remember, I came along when they were singing on the international stage. So all the way through my lifetime, John had been a part of that, always. And music has been the common thread throughout my entire life because of them. So it's just the greatest honor to be, and when I got to sing with the Dignitaries for the last 6 years of their run, that was a dream for me. A lot of people say you should never meet your heroes. I lived with mine, and I got to sing with mine. So this is just another step in that journey for me. So we're happy to be here. Let me tell you a little bit about this group. It says collector's edition on it. This is more like a collected edition. Ted and I have sung together now for 22 years. But new to this gang, we've got Cordero Jeffries, who graciously offered his voice when I asked, because our regular lead that we've sung with for so many years had to be away to be with family. And so Cordero graciously decided to help. And Adam Kidd is new to the scene. He's my co-director of Smoky Land Sound Chorus, and he's offered the bass, so I was very happy that he could step in and sing a little bit. So we're going to bring a couple of things for you tonight, but this first one is Shenandoah. Oh, Shenandoah, I long to hear you. Away, rolling river.
I'm glad we were able to surprise you a little bit with that. Now that we have been in America in the Civil War, in the South Pacific in World War II, let us head to London, round about 1830-ish, for a musical number from Oliver.
Consider yourself at home. Consider yourself part of the family. There isn't a lot to spare. Who cares? Whatever we got, we share. Consider yourself well in. Consider yourself part of the furniture. Me taking to you so strong. It's clear we're coming to get along. If it's a chance to me, we should see some hotter days. Empty lot of days, why grouse? Always a chance we'll meet somebody to foot the bill. Then the drinks are on the house. Consider yourself a mate. We don't wanna have no fuss. Or after some consideration, we can stay. Consider yourself one of us.
Small pleasures, who would deny us these? Gin toddies, large measures, no skipping if you please. I'm rough it, I love it, life is a game of chance. I never tire of it, leading this merry dance. If you don't mind having to go without things, it's a fine life. Though it ain't all jolly and pleasure outings, it's a fine life. When you got someone to love, you forget your cares and strife. Let the prudes look down on us, let the wide world frown on us, it's a fine, fine life. Who cares if straight laces sneer at us in the street? Fine airs and fine graces don't have to sin to eat. We wander through London, who knows what we may find. There's pockets left undone on many a behind. If you don't mind taking it like it turns out, it's a fine life. Keep the candle burning until it burns out, it's a fine life. Though you sometimes do come by the occasional black eye, you can always cover one till he blacks the other one, but you don't dare cry. No flounces, no feathers, no frills and furbelows. All winds and all weathers ain't good for fancy clothes. These trappings, these tatters, these we can just afford. What future, what matters, we've got a bed and board. If you don't mind having to deal with Fagin, it's a fine life. Though diseased rats threaten to bring the plague in, it's a fine life. But the grass is
green and dense on the right side of the fence. And we take good care that we get our share, and we don't mean pence. If you don't mind having to like a lumpet, it's a fine life. Though there's no tea sipping and eating crumpets, it's a fine life. Not for me, the happy home, happy husband, happy wife. Though it sometimes touches me, for the likes of such as me, mine's a fine, fine life.
We're not going to time travel this time, but we are going to come a little bit further into Europe and visit France.
There is a castle on a cloud. I like to go there in my sleep. Aren't any floors for me to sweep? Not in my castle on a cloud. There is a room that's full of toys. There are 100 boys and girls. Nobody shouts or talks too loud. Not in my castle on a cloud. There is a lady all in white, holds me and sings a lullaby. She's nice to see, and she's soft to touch. She says, Quartet, I love you very much. I know a place where no one's lost. I know a place where no one cries. Crying at all is not allowed. Not in my castle on a cloud. On my own, pretending he's beside me. All alone, I walk with him till morning. Without him, I feel his arms around me. And when I lose my way, I close my eyes and he has found me. In the rain, the pavement shines like silver. All the lights are misty in the river. In the darkness, the trees are full of starlight, and all I see is him and me forever and forever. And I know it's only in my mind that I'm talking to myself and not to him. And although I know that he is blind, still I say there's a way.
trees are barren everywhere, the streets are full of strangers. I love him, but every day I'm learning. All my life I've only been pretending. Without me, his world will go on turning. The world is full of happiness that I have never known. I love him. I love him. I love him, but only on my own.
Valjean prays over the sleeping Marius, whom his daughter has fallen in love with. God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the sun I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly on and on. And I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. If I die, let me die. You can take that in heaven blessed. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home.
good news is our next stop isn't as sad as Les Mis. We're coming to America like the beginning. What a great time to be doing this, too. 250 years of America, and now let's move on to Hamilton.
Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart. I'm dedicating every day to you. Domestic life was never quite my style. When you smile, you knock me out, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. You will come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Oh, Philip, when you smile, I am undone. My son, look at my son. Pride is not the word I'm looking for. There is so much more inside me now. Oh, Philip, you outshine the morning sun, my son. When you smile, I fall apart, and I thought I was so smart. My father wasn't around. I swear that I'll be around for you. I'll do whatever it takes. I'll make a million mistakes. I'll make the world safe and sound for you. You'll come of age with our young nation. We'll bleed and fight for you. We'll make it right for you. If we lay a strong enough foundation, we'll pass it on to you. We'll give the world to you, and you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday. Yeah, you'll blow us all away. Someday, someday.
been told that the next performer here likes this song because it makes you feel young again. Is that what I'm understanding, Dr. Stephen? I think most of us at Greystone adore this man. I have to say, though, Dear Evan Hansen also makes me feel young again, although I was no longer in high school at the setting of that show, so it still makes me feel young. So we welcome Dr. Stephen.
End of May or early June, this picture-perfect afternoon we shared. Drive the winding country road, grab a scoop at a la mode, and then we're there. An open field that's framed with trees, we pick a spot and shoot the breeze like buddies do. Quoting songs by our favorite bands, telling jokes no one understands except us two. And we talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. We talk a while and talk about the things we'll do when we get out of school. Drive the Appalachian Trail or write a book or learn to sail, wouldn't that be cool? There's nothing that we can't discuss, like girls we wish would notice us but never do. We look around and says to me, there's nowhere else I'd rather be, and I say, me too. And we talk and take in the view. We just talk and take in the view. All we see is sky for forever. We let the world pass by for forever. Feels like we could go on for forever this way, this way. All we see is light for forever, 'cause the sun shines bright for forever. Like we'll be all right for forever this way. Two friends on a perfect day. And there he goes, racing toward the tallest tree. From far across the yellow field, I hear him calling, follow me. And there he goes, wondering how the world might look from up so high, 1 foot after the other, one branch then to another. I climb higher and higher, I climb till the entire sun shines on my face, and I suddenly feel the branch give way. I'm on the ground. My arm goes numb. I look around and I see him come to get me. He's come to get me. And everything's okay. All we see is sky, for forever we let the world pass by, for forever. Buddy, you and I, for forever this way, this way. All we see is light, 'cause the sun shines bright. We will be all right for forever this way. Two friends, true friends, on a perfect day.
Next up, I believe Stella is our youngest performer between both recitals tonight, but don't let her age fool you. This gal is talented. I got to listen in on some of her piano lesson on Saturday, unbeknownst to her, because I just kept walking by as she had her back turned to the door. And she is taking us to Anywhere USA, a place where all of us fit in, because that's how Charles Schulz imagined the world of Charlie Brown.
Happiness is finding a pencil, knowing a secret, telling the time. Happiness is learning to whistle, tying your shoe for the very first time.
So something spectacularly special about Miss Stella is that she is an Oxendine. Maybe not biologically, but by love of heart. She is the granddaughter, well, your granddaughter though, I'll work my way back, of Leslie, who is Gil's daughter. I just can't imagine how much love your dad would have had for her, because this child is a musical prodigy. And we are moving right on along to the middle of America. I don't know how you all think of Anywhere USA, but I always think of the Midwest when I think of that. And so we are heading to Gary, Indiana.
Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, let me say it once again. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, that's the town that knew me when. If you'd like to have a logical explanation, how I happened on this elegant syncopation, I will say without a moment of hesitation, there is just one place that can light my face. Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, not Louisiana, Paris, France, New York, or Rome, but Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, Gary, Indiana, my home, sweet home.
Our last performance this evening is a very special treat because we get not only Chris Oxendine back up here, but we get Jenny Ribble back up here. So you heard that correctly. We have an Oxendine and a Ribble singing together again.
Just want to make sure we've done that. Light a rose, I'm home again, rose, to get the sun back in the sky. Light a rose, I'm home again, rose, about 1,000 kisses shy. Ding dong ding, I can hear the chapel bell chime. Ding dong ding, at the least suggestion I'll pop the question.
Well, I've got a few more things to tell you if you're not tired of hearing me yet. And if you're a member here and you're tired of hearing me, I get it, especially if you were at church this morning. We're here every Sunday at 11 a.m. You're welcome to come join us then as well, if you want to hear me talk more. Or if you'd like to hear the musical legacy that John and Gil left on this church. We are blessed to continue to have John's wife Nancy in our choir, Jenny, his granddaughter, who sings occasionally when I ask her nicely, but she is a busy college gal. We have his daughter-in-law, Rachel, who, let me tell you, this lady lights up my life getting to hear all of these students that I get to sneak by just like I did Stella on Saturday. And hearing Jenny's students at the other end of the hallway singing. And I also want to recognize Matt Ribble, who's hanging out up there, hiding out from us. Those Ribbles sure are spectacular. And all of this couldn't really come together. I had this idea that I want a legacy of these two incredible musicians that I didn't even get the honor to meet. How do we do it? How do we make sure that our musicians from this point forward get those opportunities? Well, we don't have money, like most people, so we needed this. But where do we get musicians to come in? And so this lady right here, come up here, please.
Now we'll get Robin started.
She made my dreams come true because she introduced me to each and every one of you, wonderful and talented people. And so we have a little gift for you, Rachel.
Without this lady, this could not have come together.
I haven't been quite as funny on the second recital as I was on the first, but I've got a good one now. So this picture down here of Nancy and John singing in Dawson Hall, they are singing "Do You Love Me?" Because if you're familiar with that musical, Fiddler on the Roof, it's an arranged marriage. Let me introduce you to John Ribble's attempted an arranged marriage. Now, if you can speak.
Oh, well. Anyway, yeah, he was my conducting teacher at UT. And a little joke for those of you who went to UT, I was doing my master's in vocal coaching and accompanying. And so I was supposed to take instrumental conducting with Dr. Julian, who was very, very tough. And I said, I'm going to be a vocal coach. I really should take choral conducting. So I'm glad that I did, because then had I not had that fear of Dr. Julian, I wouldn't have taken John's class and fallen in love with your whole family and had such a great role model for a teacher. So, but thank you all so much for coming, and I'm so happy that Greystone can be an environment where many of you who were first-time soloists tonight felt safe to share your gifts, and that really makes me happy. So love all of you, and thank you so much for being here tonight.
One last little thing. We all have a music teacher in our lives. There are many sitting here tonight, I believe. If you are a music teacher, could you at least wave at us? If you have taught lessons, if you have taught piano, you have taught school. I see at least one person that is not waving. Thank you. Calling you out over there. You make the difference. Honestly, I would not be up here if it weren't for my high school band director. She was incredible, and she made me who I am. So, music teachers, you changed the world. Thank you all for being here tonight. Thank you for supporting music ministries at Greystone, and thank you for loving the Ribble and Oxendon families. Good night.